I'm going to start off with the Honey Dew Me Up by NYX. It is just a really inexpensive product, kind of a copycat of all of the gold flecked oils that are going around. So I just go ahead and put a little on the back of my hand, like that, and then I'm just going to rub it into my face. So in the summer, I really don't like to wear a lot of foundation. It does clog my pores more. I know it has to do with the heat, obviously, and then the product, because your pores open up from the heat, it gets delivered in. So most products just tend to irritate me. Even BB creams and CC creams, actually they irritate me even more. So during the day, I like a really easy routine to do. I'm going to use this Motives Cosmetics. It is in the color Medium Light. And I go ahead and I just apply it on my under eyes. And of course, anywhere I may tend to get red, I apply. So I have a few little breakouts here, so I'm going to apply it on those. I get a little red on my chin and around my nose. And this doesn't need to be fancy. You also want this color to semi-match your skin tone rather than be ultra light, because we're going for a very natural, kind of bronzy summer look. Alright, once that's done, you're going to go ahead and take a damp beauty blender, and yes, I said damp, because we want to work the product in but not take it off from the skin. So a damp beauty blender is very good for working that into the skin and making it look nice and even and blended. So you're just going to tap it in. Don't swipe the sponge, because if you do, that causes the product to come off. We don't want it to come off the skin, but we want it to look blended. I'm not going to put any on the top of my eye, because I'm just going to take whatever's left on the beauty blender and just use a little bit there to kind of even the skin tone out, since my eyes are a little bit darker. So just make sure it's really blended. Then you're going to go ahead and take a creamy bronze color. And then you're going to go ahead and take a creamy bronze color, or you can even use a creamy contour. As long as it's blendable and it doesn't leave a sharp line, that's kind of what we want, because again, we're just going for that dewy, ultra bronzed sun kiss. I go ahead and use my Coverfx palette, and I'm going to use the color in, it is N80. So this is from the contour kit, the N Medium. And again, I'm using the number 4, which is the darkest in the palette, and it's the N80. And I'm going to go ahead and apply, just take a little bit on my brush, and then I'm going to go ahead and lightly apply it to the top of the cheekbones and down. Yeah. And I'm also going to apply it right here above the brow. So I'm kind of creating like a number 3 if you think about it. So here, and I come down here, and then I'm also going to go on the jawline with whatever's left on the brush, just to blend it out. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. So again, taking that darkest color from my Coverfx palette. And I'm going to go ahead and start at the top of the cheekbone and just work my way down. And you can always make the hollows of your cheekbones by sucking in, and that'll kind of help give you a line of where you should take this bronzer color to. Again, take it right up here. I'm just in the hairline. Oh, girl, ratchet. Okay, then I'm going to also take it again up here, creating that 3. So I like to do this a lot for summer, and it's also very, very easy. Of course, I'm walking you through this, so this is going to take a little bit longer for me to show you. When I do it on my own, I can do this in about 5 minutes. Okay, so that's how we want it to look. Just nice and blended out. Very even. Make sure you get that jawline and you even it out. Always go down along the jawline. This helps blend the color out. Next, I'm going to take 2 of my favorite shimmers, and these are a liquid shimmer, and I prefer to use these first to give me that really ultra dewy look. And I'm going to use 2, they're pretty close in color. I'm using Opal and Moonstone. So I just take a little bit and I squeeze about a little, I don't know, pea size on top of my hand. So you can see, right? And then I mix it up using a little blender brush. So it just kind of gets all on there evenly. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put it right at the top of my cheekbones and around my eye, just working it in. You can even use your fingers to kind of blend it out if you felt a little harsh. Do this on the opposite side as well. And yes, I take it into my eye too, because I'm going for that ultra dewy look right here along the bottom of the eye. I don't mind it there. And whatever's left on the brush or your hand, take it and use it on your nose just a little bit and the top of your lips. Alright. Once we are done with that, I'm going to go ahead and take my Hoola bronzer, and I'm going to go ahead and set the cheekbones using that, and anywhere else I put the darker Coverfx color. So just going to take my brush, make sure I tap it off so there's not a lot of excess. And again, starting at the top, kind of working down. It works best with kind of a angled blush brush versus like a flathead. I find it really allows me to blend the product a lot easier and kind of naturally fits. So I'll just take it up top. You can even go a little bit on the forehead if you want, whatever's left, and then also the jawline blending down. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and take my Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to set underneath my eye and even up into the top. And this is just so nothing smears all over and it stays nice and setted. But I don't want to do, I do not want to set all over my entire face. Because then that would take away the dewiness. But do make sure that you do this step after you've already done the highlighting with the liquid. Just taking a wet beauty blender, I go ahead and dip it in the Mercier, and then I'm going to go ahead and go right tight in the eye here, and just really bouncing my beauty blender up and down, and even whatever's excess left over onto the top. And then do the same thing on the opposite eye. So that is it. If you need a little bit more, go back in. And sometimes I like to set right here in the middle of my forehead because I do get really oily right there. So just a little bit right there. I'm going to go ahead and use one of my summer favorites and something I just love to use when I'm looking for the minimalist eyebrow. I already do have thick eyebrows, so just using like a mascara wand is great. But if I want to fill them in slightly, having a mascara color is even better. This is the NYX brand. It's really inexpensive, and it is the color Brunette. Now I do go with that color because that is my natural hair color and also my natural eyebrow color. So it is just a shade lighter than even my natural eyebrows. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply a little bit on my eyebrows. And I really like the look of having my eyebrows kind of messy versus very perfect and prim. This is where I have a little scar from when I was a kid, so I need to fill that in always. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, this is so easy. So if you're really just looking to fill in your brows slightly because you already have some thickness, I really highly suggest doing a little wand. I know Anastasia Beverly Hills makes one, NYX makes one. A lot of people actually make them. And with my eyebrows, I go ahead and grab a glow kit of any kind, but I really want a glow that's got more of a bronze tint to it versus a very white. So I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Gleam. And I'm going to mix the two colors, Heart Candy and Mimosa. And use both the Heart Candy and the Mimosa, making sure that they're mixed together, and then I tap off the excess. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply over the same area that I did the two BECCA highlighters earlier. And then same thing for the opposite side. And these are really kind of that corally, peachy, bronzy type of highlighters. They're so pretty. I use on my nose and just on a Cupid's bow again. Next I do mascara, and I'm going to be using the Lancome Hypnose Drama. I actually realized that my other mascara wand is in a separate bag that is in family's car, so I had to pull out this little mascara, but I am a huge Lancome fan anyway. So again, this is the Hypnose Drama Lancome. It's one of the ones that came in their little beauty kits. See, this is the time of year when I really need to go get eyelash extensions, because there's nothing better than having them done, so you don't have to worry about wearing fake eyelashes, but you can just look glamorous all the time. And then I go ahead and do my bottom lashes as well. That's the part of me because I've really got to pull the mirror closer for this. I'm going to go ahead and use the Anastasia Beverly Hills in Pure Hollywood. This is her liquid lipsticks. And this color is such a beautiful, well, nude. Pinky kind of nude. Alright guys, so that is it. I hope you enjoyed this super easy look and that you will have some awesome fun this summer and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Alright, we'll be seeing you guys soon.